Godzilla, a name that conjures images of destruction, power, and legacy. Born in Japan in 1954, Godzilla is not just a monster, but a metaphor. A stark reflection of humanity's mistakes and the consequences of tampering with forces beyond our understanding. The creature embodies the fears and the aftermath of nuclear devastation, reminding audiences of the irreversible impact of human actions on the world. Created by Ishiro Honda and Tomoyuki Tanaka, Godzilla was first unleashed in Gojira, a film that remains one of the most impactful and influential pieces of cinema. Today, we're celebrating not only the creature's birthday, but also its immense cultural and cinematic significance. The origins of Godzilla trace back to the trauma of World War II and the dawn of the nuclear age. The Lucky Dragon No. 5 incident in 1954, where a Japanese fishing boat was exposed to radiation from an American hydrogen bomb test, left deep scars on the Japanese psyche. This event, paired with the global popularity of The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, which featured a prehistoric creature awakened by nuclear testing, served as an inspiration for Gojira. To bring his vision to life, Ishiro Honda, the film's director, experimented with several concepts. Early designs imagined Godzilla as a giant octopus or whale before settling on a dinosaur-like creature. Honda's team worked tirelessly to create something that felt otherworldly yet grounded. Eiji Tsuburaya, the special effects master, initially wanted to use stop-motion animation, as in King Kong. However, due to time and budget constraints, led to the creation of suitmation, a revolutionary technique where actors in rubber suits brought the monster to life. Haruo Nakajima, the actor inside the suit, endured grueling conditions to give Godzilla its terrifying presence. The suit weighed approximately 100 kilos and could reach internal temperatures as high as 60 degrees Celsius, severely limiting his movements and making each performance an extraordinary feat of dedication. Even the roar of Godzilla was a product of ingenuity. Akira Ifukube, the film's composer, crafted the sound by dragging a leather glove over strings of a contrabass and manipulating the audio. Gojira is more than just a monster movie. It's a story of survival, morality, and sacrifice. The film follows Dr. Yamane, his daughter Emiko, and her fiancé Ogata as they grapple with Godzilla's rampage. Central to the narrative is Dr. Serizawa, a scientist burdened by his invention, the Oxygen Destroyer, a weapon capable of defeating Godzilla but with a devastating potential under the wrong hands. Godzilla itself represents the indestructible force of nuclear devastation. Every step, every roar, and every attack embodies the lingering fears of a nuclear future. The Oxygen Destroyer becomes a thematic counterpoint, questioning humanity's moral responsibility when wielding destructive power. The ultimate sacrifice made by Dr. Serizawa to prevent the misuse of his invention is both haunting and heroic at the same time, leaving viewers with a sense of hope mixed with sorrow. 2 years after its release, Gojira was adapted for Western audiences as Godzilla, King of the Monsters. American producer Edmund Goldman purchased the rights of the film for $25,000 and worked with Terry O'Morse to re-edit the film. This adaptation introduced Raymond Burr as Steve Martin, a US journalist caught in Godzilla's attack. Through clever editing, body doubles, and dubbed dialogue, Burr's scenes were seamlessly integrated into the original footage. Burr was already known for his role in Rear Window and in film noir, always representing a very serious persona. He later reprised his role as Steve Martin almost 30 years later in Godzilla 1985. The Hays Code, a set of industry guidelines governing morality in film, also influenced the changes. The American version simplified many of the cultural and thematic nuances of Gojira. For example, scenes showing the aftermath of Godzilla's attack, which mirrored the devastation of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, were minimized. Instead, the focus shifted to Godzilla as a force of destruction rather than a symbol of nuclear horror. The original love triangle between Emiko, Ogata, and Dr. Serizawa was reworked into a platonic friendship, by framing Emiko and Serizawa as childhood betrothed. This adjustment aligned with the Hays Code's emphasis on upholding traditional family values and avoiding moral ambiguity. Despite these changes, both versions of the film achieved remarkable success. Gojira was a cultural phenomenon in Japan, while Godzilla, King of the Monsters introduced the creature to a global audience. Together, they laid the foundation for Godzilla's evolution and franchise into an enduring icon of science fiction and monster cinema. Remarkably, the American adaptation grossed up to $2 million in 1956, a significant achievement for a foreign film at the time, showcasing its extraordinary appeal and impact compared to other international releases. While I like both films, Gojira resonates with me more deeply. Its somber tone and message about the consequences of nuclear warfare are unmatched. The American version, though entertaining, feels diluted in comparison, focusing more on the spectacle rather than the reflected message. Raymond Burr's performance is compelling, but it can't fully compensate for the loss of the original's emotional weight. If I were to grade them, Gojira earns an A+ for its profound impact and artistry, while Godzilla, King of the Monsters gets a respectable B+ for its role in popularizing the franchise. Both films, however, are essential viewing for anyone interested in the history of monster movies and the legacy of Godzilla.